Hello everyone, replacing the battery on the JBL Flip 4 speaker, Bluetooth speaker. First thing we got to do is pull the speaker grill off. The replacement battery comes with two tools, a prying tool and a Phillips screwdriver. Almost immediately this cheap plastic pry tool broke on me, but the other end was still good. So you basically just pry it away from the middles on both sides, and then the whole thing will kind of slide off one end, as you can see here. Next, there's two screws on the top side there by that speaker, and flip it around to the other side, and there's another two screws. Be careful with those little speakers on the side, as there's magnets in there that'll draw your screwdriver to it. Later in the video, I cover those with paper or an index card to protect them from getting damaged. Alright, now this just pries off. Boy, you can see there, it just flew away, so I had to pick it up. There's no electrical connections to that, so it's not going to do any damage. Now the end cap that says JBL on it, you're going to have to take out the 5 little screws around the edge of that, which I'm doing here. Now there was a seal or some kind of adhesive. I had to pry this cover off. I've seen other videos where it just comes right off, and maybe that speaker has been serviced before. But eventually, if you work it all the way around, that will peel right off. In here, we can see the cover for the battery with 2 screws. So we've got to undo those 2 screws, and then you can gain access to the battery. There's that cover. Now here's the electrical connector. All we have to do is pull that out. Now the battery should just pull out here, but this battery that was in there was a little larger than the replacement battery, and as you can see, it has some black tape around the outside. It made a real snug fit, and it was hard to get that out. The new battery is a little bit smaller and actually has more milliamp hours, which means the battery is going to last longer. Slide that in, you can see it's really loose. You could wrap tape or something around that, because otherwise it may rattle. Plug the new connector in and just push the wiring up so that the battery cover will fit. As you can see, it fits there. Just put the 2 screws back in. Nice and snug. And the second one nice and snug. Now we put that end cap back on. It does only go one way, so take a close look at it. And we have to put the 5 screws back in. They're tiny screws, so make sure not to drop them. Alright, this was just as tough getting on as it was coming off. I tried doing one side and then starting from the other side. It seemed to work better if you tried to put it on evenly, the same amount on each side. And then finally I was able to get it to click back over. Alright, that's on. Now there's those 2 screws at the top of each side. Here's the index card I used to protect the speaker. Flip flip around to the other side and get the last two in. Alright, we're ready for the outer cover. Make sure you put it on the right way. Now, there are 3 clips up in here. I'm trying to point to with my thumbs there. And then you flip it around the other side and it's a solid bar. So I believe you have to put the bar side on first. We'll slide it over the whole thing and then try to clip it in. It was a little tough getting that to clip in all the way around. At the outer ends, I really had to work at it. A little extra force in the corners there. Even use the tool to push on it. Alright, I think we got it there. All back together, looks good. Let's give it a try. Alright. Thanks for watching.